Great. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Good afternoon. We'll start by reading the special note. This meeting shall be conducted pursuant to Minnesota Statute 13D.021, and members may appear electronically. Should any member appear electronically, all votes shall be taken by roll call, and each member of the board will be able to hear each other. No public comment shall be taken at this meeting, and public access will be restricted to comply with state health guidance during the pandemic. Comments can be sent to pgurung@rplm.org and will be shared with the board. Citizens can view a live stream of the board meeting on the library's YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/users/Rochester Public Library. A recording will be available after the meeting on the city's website. I will officially call this meeting to order. Our first item of note is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Antonia.
Thank you, Antonia. Do we have a second?
And I second.
I think I heard second by Omar. Thank you, Omar. We'll vote by roll call unless there's further discussion. Okay, we'll vote by roll call. Antonia, yay or nay?
Yay.
Omar?
Yeah.
Sarah?
Yay.
Jenny?
Yay.
Adam?
Yay.
Kristen?
Yay.
Great, and I also vote yay. So motion passes. The agenda is approved. Our first item of business then is election of officers. The slate is on the screen. President will be Antonia, Vice President Josh, Secretary Adam. Any discussion on our officers for 2021?
Just a comment. Looks like a good slate of officers.
Great. Thank you, Jenny. Other questions, comments? Okay, can I get a motion to approve?
I motion to approve. This is Jenny.
Jenny? Do we have a second?
I second.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Sorry, Kristen.
Kristen, thank you, Kristen. Any further discussion? Okay, we'll vote by roll call. Antonia?
Yay.
Omar?
Yay.
Sarah?
Yay.
Jenny?
Yay.
Adam?
Yay.
Kristen?
Yay.
And I also vote yay. We have a new slate of officers. Welcome everyone to the slate, or to the new role that you've taken on. Appreciate your helping out. And with that, I believe I'll turn the meeting over to your new president, Antonia.
Thank you. I feel a little thrown in there. I thought you could just take it through the meeting.
I certainly can if you'd prefer.
Well, no, I'll be fine, but I may need some help now and again. Thank you, everyone. I'm excited to be the president. And I'm sure Josh and Adam, we look forward to working together as the executive team this year. So next up, we have the consensus agenda. And we can just approve the consensus agenda. Yes, Erin? We can vote to approve. So any discussion on the consensus agenda? Hearing none.
We do need a motion.
Yep, hearing none. I'd like a motion to approve. Thank you, Audrey.
This is Erin. I'll move to approve.
Any second?
This is Jenny. I second.
All right, and we will vote by roll call. If I forget anyone, please let me know. Starting with Josh. Yay or nay?
I don't
Alright,
think
I-
Josh is on yet.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Jenny? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Omar?
I'm on it, yay.
Adam?
Yay.
Aaron?
Yay.
Sarah?
Yay.
Have I forgotten anyone?
Stephanie's here.
Oh, perfect. Hi, Stephanie. Yay or nay?
Yay.
All right.
Kristen.
Kristen is,
Oh, Kristen. Sorry, Kristen. Thank
It's
you,
okay.
Kristen.
Yay.
Thank you. I can't see
Also-
everyone, so I'm referencing something old. Okay.
Also,
Alright.
Arhan Meta is here as well. First,
Hi, Arhan. All right. Thank you. Arhan, yay or nay?
Yay.
All right. Motion passes. So next up, we have President's Business, starting with the foundation report.
Hi, how's everyone? We're busy working towards our annual Wit, Wisdom, and Wine. It's virtual this year. We have a small Valentine's auction. If you have your pens handy, it's www.32auctions.com/wit21. We have a lot of reporting data, so I can see everybody that goes on and makes a bid. It would be really meaningful if I saw one board member's name on there this time. That would be wonderful for us. The event starts next Thursday with Tim Penny kicking off speaking. We have a virtual session with a winemaker out of Northern California. We also have virtual cheese tasting experience, Akavit experiences, and local Tessa's office. She'll be doing French wines versus California wines and guiding you through tastings. She's also going to give you some recipes that would be great with those wines if you decide to buy them in the future. She's going to give everybody who attends 15% off, and partial proceeds will go to the board, the foundation for the library's benefit. So if you would like to register for that, that is rplmn.org/wit. We'd really like to have experience sessions registered by tomorrow because they have to order the products. So that's what we've got going on right now. Thanks.
Thank you. And could I ask you, if you don't mind, to just follow up with an email with that to the team as well? I think it'd be great for us to reference it.
Oh, I would love to. I need to figure out how to get your email addresses. Is that
Brenda, you can send to me and I'll forward it.
great? Thank you so much.
All right. Next up is the Friends report. Do we have a Friends report today? All right. We can move on to the Selco report, but I'm unsure that we have one today as well. If not, let's move on to the youth representative report. Sarah and Arhan.
Yeah, so I can start off with that. This January has been pretty quiet for most of our students. All three high schools just finished up their big fundraisers and were successful, especially with it being online. So we were all pretty happy about that. And looking forward, I'm sure many of you know that the school board did just meet about the possibility of going hybrid. So students are anxiously awaiting the possibility of that and hoping for a brighter 2021.
Arhan, anything to add? Yeah, Sarah pretty much covered most of it. It's been a pretty quiet January. We have this week is technically like our finals week, depending on classes. Some classes do have finals this year. The vast majority of them don't. So stress hasn't been too bad, but this generally is a stressful time for kids. So just if you have any kids at home or any people, just, I don't know, just be kind to them. I mean, not that you aren't already, but maybe a little bit extra. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Sarah covered all of it.
Got you. I did have a question that I'm not sure if you guys can answer, and maybe Audrey, you can, but I was looking at the circulation report and I saw that our youth materials were down. Circulation was down, and then there really wasn't anything for like youth internet use. Well, of course not internet use, but iPad use. And I was just wondering if we've seen like a substantial decline in the utilization of our services by our Rochester youth.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I can give my perspective. Quickly. All high schools have been given Chromebooks to have like one-to-one with each student, and then I think every middle schooler has been given an iPad from the district now. So that may explain why the public library's resources aren't being used as much.
And it's certainly also a reflection of the fact that we're not open.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that means that we need to consider pivoting or changing what services we offer to kind of meet whatever needs that they have that might be emerging. Because if they now have, if they're now interacting with these materials in a different way, then maybe what we did in 2019 is not going to be effective moving into 2021, which is why I brought it up.
Well, and we certainly have increased our digital collection. And that has had, and because when kids do have access to technology, they then have access to the digital collection.
Yeah. Are we seeing higher utilization of the digital collection among that youth group?
Hi, this is Heather. Sarah, sorry about my family in the background. I was just looking at the CIRC report yesterday, and I did notice that digital collection use for kids and teens has increased dramatically in 2020. And we are putting a lot more of our 2021 budget towards digital materials for kids and teens.
That's awesome. And then my last question is, are we marketing this? Are they aware of everything that we have to offer digitally?
I've been working closely with Karen on marketing our collections. We're making a lot of specialized lists to highlight graphic novels or whatnot, and Karen's been putting those out over social media. And we're also trying to work with the teachers to let them know what's available.
Got you. That's awesome. Thank you. Next up is our committee assignments. I think it's just more informational, but we will be assigning committees for 2021. So Perna did send an email yesterday requesting your preferences. So we'll work on that and get committees assigned prior to the next meeting.
Yeah, so just remember to send that in.
Next up is new business. Audrey, it does not look like we have any new business to discuss.
We do not.
Okay. Question. I think we had discussed a certain topic that we wanted to bring to the library board. Is that going to be brought to the next meeting? I wasn't sure if I would see it on the agenda, and I haven't, so I'm unsure how we're going to discuss it as a board.
Which item?
Specifically the I don't know how to phrase it. A complaint filed against the library board?
Oh, you mean the one that was in the public meeting?
Yes.
That is one person's complaint, and the board doesn't actually need to respond.
Got you. Because I think I said that I was curious as to what we would do next, and you said we would discuss it at the meeting. So that's why
I apologize. I apologize. Yeah, this was something that was shared at the Charter Commission meeting, and I don't know. It's a public. It's public. People can listen. We can certainly send the public comment out to the board.
Okay. I think it'd be helpful for at least the board to be aware as a whole of,
No,
the
that's a good point.
accusations that were levied against the board, since it's not just complaining and more so specific, claims of inaction and maybe malicious intent around how we have voted. So,
I apologize. I will get that sent out.
okay, that would be great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Next up is old business. So starting with the needs document.
So as you recall from our last board meeting, we did talk about needing to work on a Y document, and Karen is working on that, and she will be talking to everybody about that as she puts it together. But one of the documents that I use all the time and it's the position statement that came out in 2017. And as I was looking at that document, which is the one following this one, is that it is a little bit dated. I think about all the work that the board has, through the strategic plan that has come up in terms of, all the focus groups and all the community engagement that's happened. And so what I did based on that is I created a new document that basically has the same elements, but gives this document a little more context of what's happened since 2017. I honestly don't think the board's position, this doesn't change the board's position, but it provides more context. So if you look at the older document, the library has outgrown its current space and must continue planning for the future, and the library must maintain a downtown presence. That remains as the key points in the new document, but gives it a little bit more context. And there are a couple more factors that have come up in strategic planning that are, it's in essence the same, just more context. But if the board is comfortable approving this document, I think it would be helpful as we continue to work on getting to the needs document and the Y document for working on our building planning. So are there questions about that or concerns?
I think it's helpful to put this document out there. I had one recommendation for addition. I think that when we talk about that we are unwavering in our belief that we have outgrown our space and that we must maintain a downtown presence, that whether it's an addendum or however we want to do it, we should at least explain that. I think we're always questioned as to why we want to maintain a downtown presence, and there's so many arguments that we've already been through. So if we could recap kind of our explanations for why we know we've outgrown our current space and why we want to maintain a downtown presence, I think that would strengthen it.
No, I totally understand. As Karen and I were talking about the Y document, we were trying to so a lot of the data part on why we've outgrown is actually we were thinking that would be in the accompanying document. That is the why. Does that make sense?
This is Erin. I think that's fine. I just think we need to get this information so everyone can reference it and see it. Whatever format or document types you want, I think is fine, but we just need to do that for our community.
Totally agree. But I guess before we got too far in it, and again, Karen will be talking to all of you individually as she's working on it, and hopefully have that ready to bring back to our next meeting. We've got some new board members, and I just wanted to make sure that this document accurately reflects the board's current position before before going on to the other document, if that makes sense.
Got you. Understood.
But I totally understand what you're saying. And, you know, if the board wants, if we want to merge the two documents, we can certainly do that. I mean, I think there's lots of different ways to do this. And I'm supportive of whatever you think makes the most sense.
Yeah. My only thought is if we're going to have two separate documents, we should have one that's simply a simplified, maybe infographic style version of everything that we're saying, kind of the net of what our intent is, and then accompanying document with more explanation. I just don't want us to separate what we're saying with the explanation, because I feel like right now within the community, there's a lack of understanding about why we're making the decisions that we're making. And I want to make sure that that is really obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kieran, do you want to comment?
Yeah.
But I totally appreciate what you're saying in terms of having the data as well as the positions, as well as the supporting information together.
Yeah.
That's really good feedback, and we can work on that.
So any more discussion needed before we move to a vote? All right. May I have a motion to approve the draft?
This is Erin. I'll move to approve.
Thank you.
And this is Adam. I'll second.
Perfect. We will vote by a roll call. So I'll start with Erin,
Yay.
Adam,
Yay.
Arhan,
Yay.
Sarah,
Yay.
Stephanie,
Yay.
Kristen,
Yay.
Omar,
Yay.
Jenny,
Yay.
and has Josh joined us? Okay. Motion passes. Thank you. Next up is the Charter Commission update.
So as was noted, after the Charter Commission meeting, it did pass the Charter Commission and now heads to City Council. So in talking to the city attorney today, he did confirm that the public hearing will actually be on February 17th, which is in fact at the exact same time as our library board meeting. So I am wondering whether we want to move the library board meeting so people can attend the public hearing. That's one question that I have. And then I think it's then up to the board's discussion on what the next actions are.
Gotcha.
This is Jenny. What options would we have?
But I thought they were maybe going to track it.
Well, I do think there's a question of so after the public hearing, after the public hearing, the city council will vote, and if there are any no votes, it is not approved. This is not about getting a majority. It's about if any city council person votes nay, then it either ends there, or the Charter Commission at their March meeting could take it up again to decide whether or not they want to pursue petitions to get this before the community as a vote. So I think the first step is there any, do board members want to talk to city council? What are the conversations that need to happen there? I can tell you that the park board met last night, and they did talk that they are going to be talking to every city council member. And I think that would make sense for the board to do that as well. And I also, because it's a public hearing, board members can certainly ask to speak at that public hearing. Or if there are other, I think there's some conversations that can happen to advocate for the library board's position.
So it seems like we have two separate motions. So Audrey, if it's okay, I think I'm going to ask for a vote on the first motion, and then we can delve into more discussion on the second. The first motion being, the first potential motion being to approve moving the meeting so that we can attend this public hearing. So would someone mind proposing a motion?
I make a motion to move the library board meeting so we can attend.
Thank you, Stephanie. Any second?
I would second. This is Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny. We'll take votes by roll call. So starting with Jenny.
Aye.
Stephanie.
Aye.
Adam.
Aye.
Omar. Omar? Omar, you're on mute if you're trying to talk. Erin?
Aye.
Kristen?
Aye.
Adam? Adam?
Sorry, I was on mute. I already voted.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Arhan?
Aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
All right. I did not hear from Omar, but we have enough votes to proceed, so motion passes. Audrey, would you mind looking at coordinating dates that work best for us to have our makeup meeting? And then we, of course, need to make sure that it's noted on the library website and made available to the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will work on sending out a poll and see when we can get the most attendance. I'm assuming we're going to want to have it after the city council meeting. So if we can discuss what happened at the charter or at the city council meeting.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense. And
Okay.
then the next thing is discussion on how we can respond. I have been feeling that we need to engage the community more with regards to this topic. And I was wondering if we're able to send, kind of write a letter to the community that can be published in the paper, published on our site. I think it's really necessary that we explain our position and the rationale. And rather than just direct that information to the board, direct it to the community at large, and I meant the city council, sorry, direct it to the community at large, as if the board doesn't pass it, that could be the very next step for the Charter Commission anyway.
Is that one you'd want to write in conjunction with the park board?
No, I feel like that it's important that we write our own. I support the park board and I'm happy we wrote that initial letter together, but if we're writing to the community, we need to write it as the library.
Okay.
What are everyone else's thoughts on it? Erin, mind if I put you on the spot?
Yep, no problem. I agree. I think that's a good approach. I think the community should know why we feel the way we feel. I think being as upfront and transparent about this as possible is the right approach.
Great. And Audrey, we're able to do that, right? There's no issue with us doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. And the post bulletin is has an open, I mean, we can talk to their editorial and they'll put it on the editorial page. So they seek letters like this. So I think they would be supportive.
Perfect. Yeah, do we need to pass a motion to approve writing this letter? I'm assuming we do.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I think that's appropriate.
Okay. And then we can figure out, who would like to be involved with letter writing if anyone feels really strongly about involvement. So first I'm going to request a motion to write a community letter, if anyone can propose.
This is Erin. I'll move to write a community letter.
Any seconds?
This is Stephanie. I second.
Thank you. And I realized I did forget to ask for even more discussion on it. Does anybody have any concerns or questions or opposition that they want to voice before we vote on the motion?
This is Kristen. I just have one question. I guess I know the Post Bulletin was mentioned as a source to publish the letter. Could the Med City Beat be another one? Or
that's a very good suggestion, Kristen. I actually completely agree. Yes.
Thank you.
I think we should send it to all local news sources. I think that's a great recommendation. So I'll amend the motion, request an amended motion that includes a letter that will be sent to, more than just the Post Bulletin, but kind of leverage all of our local news resources. Erin, do you mind rephrasing the motion?
Absolutely. This is Erin, and I will raise the motion to write a letter and send it to any local news outlet.
Thank you. Second?
Stephanie, second.
Oh, perfect. Now we'll take our vote by roll call. So I'll start with Omar.
Yeah.
Thank you. Stephanie?
Aye.
Kristen?
Aye.
Adam?
Aye.
Erin?
Aye.
Jenny?
Aye.
Arhan?
Aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
Have I forgotten anyone? I don't think so. All right, motion passes. So that will be our next action. Audrey, I will follow up with you so we can kind of discuss how to proceed and involve members of the board should they want to be involved with the letter.
Do we want to seek volunteers right now?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Who's interested? I know for sure I'd like to be involved.
This is Erin. I'm happy to be involved. Thank you.
This is Kristen. I'm fairly new, but if I can help, I wouldn't mind doing so.
Perfect. Anyone else going once, going twice? All right. Sounds like we have a team to tackle it. Next up is the director's informational items. Audrey?
So just a reminder, everyone should have gotten an email about some upcoming training on the 27th. And just a reminder that that's there. And I would encourage everyone to register and sign up for the training. That's just a reminder. And then an update on the next item is just kind of a status on where we are. I've been hearing that our COVID numbers are going down, so we continue to watch the weekly announcement from the EOC on where the city's risk level is. And as soon as that goes from severe to high, we will open the internet. And as soon as it goes from high to moderate, we will open the library. So that continues to be our plan of action. And so internet will come back first. And so that announcement is done on a Friday and we would open the following Thursday. That's because of scheduling, that's gonna that will be the way we roll it out. So curbside is staying very busy. We're getting lots, people at curbside share with us some of the positive comments that people are sharing, and that continues to stay busy. And the day center, if you remember, we had a COVID outbreak, and that has passed, and so both the warming center and the day center are back at their back at their previous location. So the warming center is back to their location on 4th Street, and the day center is back to Silver Lake Station. So, and the landing continues to operate that, and that's going well. And the call center actually had their busiest day ever. Kim, was it Tuesday? I lose track of days.
So it was yesterday,
Yesterday.
because of the vaccine trial. It wasn't the most number of calls total, but it was very close. That day was the first day we opened curbside, but it was the highest number of COVID-related questions was yesterday, almost 100, and very much a lot of anxiety in the community about vaccines.
Thank you, Kim. Any questions about our current service status? Okay. And then the last informational item is our equity plan update. Are there any questions on the report that was in your packet?
No questions, but thank you for including a report.
We will continue to work on that. The administrative team, we meet weekly to focus on equity. So that's how high a priority it is for us, and we're continuing to work on several fronts. So just know that we're taking this very seriously and continue to work really hard on it. The city is close to hiring their diversity, equity, inclusion director. And so we look forward to partnering with that person when the person comes on board.
This is Erin. Just kudos to the team. It's great to see all these tactics listed out. When we did this back in August or July, whenever it was, I thought, wow, that's a lot of things to be working on. And it's great to see that we're checking them off the list as being worked on and progress is being made. So thank you for that to the team.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. It does not look like we have anything else. So any questions, or can we go ahead and adjourn?
Yeah, if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And otherwise, yeah.
All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn, or can I just move that we adjourn the meeting? Erin?
You can just adjourn yourself. You do not need a motion.
Perfect. All right. I move to adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to your email, Audrey, with the next meeting date options.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.